Am I audible, Ramji?
Yes. Yes, Rashmi. Yeah. Yeah, it's audible.
Okay. We'll continue reading the book, The Mind of the Soul by Master Gary and Linda. So today's chapter is intention, and he talks about intention and outtention. So we'll take outtention in the next chapter. We'll understand next week, and intention today we'll take. So what he says is intention is the use of our will. And he says intention is the difference between having a vision and bringing it into the world. He says like a billiard game, right? In that billiard game, the ball goes on its own until it gets stuck by the table corner or another ball. So we are also like that ball as we are born till the time death. Automatic. We are in an automated mode unless we are hit by force. The force that can alter the trajectory of your life is your will to change it. Okay. So the angry, jealous, vengeful, these are attached with our lives throughout the day we are born till we die, unless we choose to change it. Right. So the pattern remains the same from the time we are born till death. So the person who remain frightened will remain frightened and leave this earth school with the energy of fright. Okay, but there are set of people who replace the anger with appreciation, and they change or shift or transform from all this anger, jealous, and these things. So choice is the power to make a difference in our life. That is what he says. So choice is the application of your will to your experience. So we apply this will moment by moment. So if you are not aware of this process, then your experiences will not change. But once we become aware of this will, we can change our experiences. So you create your own experience with your will moment by moment from your birth to your death. He says life on the earth is an experiment of the use of will. But in some cases, it is an experiment with the use of will. Okay. So experience of the use of the will and experiment with the use of the will. Like our Patriji also tells us, no, we are spiritual scientists, let us experiment. So using this will, experiment can be done, and also we can experience with the use of this will. Okay. Then he says the difference between an experience of your life and an experiment with your life is awareness of choice. I'll repeat the sentence again. The author says the difference between an experience of your life and an experiment with your life is awareness of choice. So when consciousness is injected into the process of using your will, your experiences of life become your experiment with life. Okay. So when it becomes a experiment is because awareness of choice, and the consciousness is also introduced into this process, then your experiments with the life can be done. So our life will no longer be an automated experience. Like whatever is happening to you is automatic. Our perception of good luck and bad luck, that all will disappear. So we create our own reality. So based upon our responsible choices and will, the consequences can be designed, or rather experiences can be designed. When we shift our orientation from a victim to a creator, our life ceases to frighten us and becomes interesting. Okay, once again I'll say, quote, when you shift your orientation from a victim to a creator, your life ceases to frighten you and becomes interesting. Then the author gives a journaling exercise. He says, list the aspects of your life that you are most aware of. For example, your job, partner, house, salary, status, race, cultural background. Ask yourself, one aspect at a time, which of the following statements feels more appropriate to you? Be truthful. So he says this two statement. Okay. First is, I wish this person or situation were not like this. And he puts in bracket, the sentence is like a victim. Hmm. The second one, I know this person or situation is perfect for me at this moment. And he puts in bracket, within bracket, creator. So this is an exercise which the author says, like the most important thing in our life, we become aware, like the job, partners, the salary, status, and on each of this important aspect, we have to find what is the expression we carry. Is it the first one or is it the second one? First one is, I wish this person or situation were not like this. Second phrase is, I know this person or situation is perfect for me at this moment. This is creator. So we have to write one or two beside each aspect to remind about our answer. So when we choose whether it is the first phrase or the second phrase against each of the important aspect in our life, we understand ourselves, whether we are in a victim mode or in the creator mode. Okay. So we will stop at this intention. Next week we can check what he means to do out tension. That's a new concept. So we'll understand that deeply next week. Anyone wants to share their experiences or add on to it, please feel free to do that.
Yes, Mamataji, please go ahead.
Namaste, Rashmi ji. Namaste, masters.
Namaste.
And the wisdom to be in awareness. It was a very beautiful, and it helps to move on in the truthful path, in the divine path, because we are all divine beings. So when we are aware and when we transform ourselves, we will be divine. Choice is by will. The sentences what made me so triggering, like experience and experiment. These are so beautiful. So we must be aware that is our choice. We create our own reality. Then the life becomes so interesting. And the journalizing, and this helps a lot. It's very important. We can do in our own way. I do in my own way, which is comfortable for me. And but journalizing helps. It helped me so much to change, to transform ourselves, to enlighten ourselves. And this is very true. And the what you told about victim and creator. Yes, I was in a victim mode before meditation. It happens like that. We'll be see at that time. I must remember the universe. Universe helps. It gives us. It will be always maybe the angels, the God, what we pray, what we are in touch with. It all motivates, and it comes at the right time to enlighten us. So I became the creator now. So it is a so beautiful experience when we become creator. Just every moment or maybe every situations arise like that. So we must be aware of that, and we must become the creator. And what you told that what's the expression we carry, that's more important. Yes, very true. At the starting time, it was so hard to change because there will be a fear. There was fear in me that makes to drop ourselves. But when we go on meditating, all those negativeness means for low energies, it will vanish off. Then we can know ourselves so clearly. So always the meditation helps a lot in every way. See, the energy will be so low that I was not able to make up my mind to journalize or to change myself. It happens that way. I know that, but I was unable. The life lessons make us like that. So as we had to go our life in the whole family, maybe in the society, so all that also affects us. It was so fearful and it was so disturbed because the energy level will be so low. When we go on meditating, first, that's my experience. When we go on meditating, the energy level will boost up. Then we can boost ourselves to do all these practices and we can understand ourselves. So always meditation helps in all the way. I remember so many times Patriji used to tell what I have seen in some videos. Whenever, and in the live also I have seen in Bangalore, Pyramid Valley, when I had visited there. If anyone asks any questions, sir, what is for this meditation? That's the answer. I used to think at that time, what's this only meditation is telling? How it can help? He must tell about the mind and he must tell about the emotions. No, he used to tell. If we tell like that, if anyone tell, you do meditation. That's the only answer. But when I started and I was, first I kept the meditation, his words. So let us do. Let I do and then I can think about it. Then I started meditation. So it was so helpful, really, what he was telling. Really, I am thankful that at the right time, Guru come for us. And the right words come to us and we get enlightenment. See, what I was telling, enlightenment means to be in the light. There is no darkness, only light. So that it will be crystal clear. I'm doing this, I will be knowing. And I can improve step by step. So it helps so much. And this is my experience. And I want to share my words. Be mindful of what thoughts you are putting into your mind. What thoughts are filling our head? So always be joyful. We deserve peace of mind. Focus on what inspires you. This will bring fresh ideas to fill our mind. The energy of the day reminds us to be a marvelous co creative being within the world. We are the co creative being within the world. So, see how it happens. Just I remove one page because today I not written. Now I have to write down. But just I opened in center of page. What you told about it, the same comes. So this is that I get so happy that universe always will be in the soul conscious. It will be boosting us. It will be helping us. It will be with us always. The divine will be always with us. So thank you, universe. Thank you, masters. So happy to share with you all. Thank you, thank you.
Wow, wonderful experience and wonderful sharing, Mamtaji. Beautiful as always. Your anecdotes, your poems, really nice. And what a synchronicity. Beautiful. You have explained it very nicely. Your experience with the Master Gary's thoughts. Beautiful, beautiful. You combine Patriji's concept, Gary's concept, and your personal concept. Perfect recipe. Thank you so much, Mamtaji.
Good morning, Rashmi ji. Just a quick question from N. Suresh that I'm reading, which says, conscience means the Atma Gyan.
Hello, good morning, Ritaji. This is what? Can you please repeat?
Conscience means the Atma Gyan.
Consciousness, right? Consciousness.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Atma Gyan. I think Ramji can add to it. I think consciousness is how I can explain. I think Ramji can explain.
Yes, Rashmi ji, first of all, a very, very beautiful meditation it was. I didn't want it to end, but my alarm reminded me that it's time. So it was such a beautiful meditation. And, the wisdom today was very beautiful, particularly on the aspect of will and how beautifully the author had shared about life is simply one of these two, an experience of the will and experiment of the will. How beautifully he had put. First time I listened something so beautiful in regards with the will. And it is the life is an awareness and the choice of awareness that defines the difference between the experience and the experiment. Wow. That's another wow statement. And we have to make sure we all move from the victim to the creator, which means basically looking things that with every thought, every word, every feeling, every emotion, we are constantly creating. So you have shared today's wisdom that is, kind of essence of everything. It just felt like that. So, and then even your tone added such a depth as you were sharing, which was so beautiful. And coming to the question of Suresh ji, consciousness is basically everything. It's like the air, space. It is everywhere and it is everything. Similarly, is the consciousness. Consciousness is the essence of every being. Again, here, through words, we can try to add the meaning to it. However, we are constantly experiencing it, and that is why many times we cannot see the difference. It's like the water that surrounds the fish. So consciousness is everything. And as I am talking, it is my consciousness. As you are listening, it is your consciousness. But we just separate ourselves and we think it is my voice and it is your ears that is listening, but it is the consciousness. So it is everything to say. Thank you. Yes, Nagendraji.
Yeah. First of all, yeah, thank you so much, Rashmi ji. Was a wonderful session, and as Ram mentioned, your voice tone really adds up. It's so divine the way you explain. For this consciousness, I was during meditation also. I was thinking about it. Let's say of divinity, and what I feel, in the vocabulary that we use. If I have to define consciousness, it's basically three words for me. One is honesty or truthfulness, that is consciousness. Second word, which is close to consciousness, would be fearfulness. And the third word, would be infinity. So there's like unlimited power, that is consciousness, complete honesty, that is consciousness, and fearlessness, that is consciousness for me. So and the sum total of that three is divinity, which each one of us has, and what we can share with the world. So that's some thoughts from me. Thanks.
Thank you, Nagendraji. Thank you so much for adding your perception and your experience on an aspect of consciousness. Thank you so much.
So I see that we have all as well Mridulaji writing about consciousness is the awareness of yourself and the world around you from your perspective. So, and she says consciousness is our soul. So, wonderful additions. So, thanks a lot, everyone. And Rashmiji, so if you allow, then we shall end the morning session.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Ramji, for your also addition, icing on the cake, as always. Thank you all for joining and adding your energy. And maybe at a later stage, I'll just create, all the important points of this book and I'll share it in the group, like I did for the first session. I didn't get time for the other sessions, but it is there in my mind. I'll create something like that, which is very small, like a summary points of this book at a later stage when we finish it. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank
Thank
you
you.
all.
Thanks.
And we'll meet in the evening for another session. Thank you. Have a wonderful and amazing day. And you create your own reality today. It's a reminder. Thank you all.
Thank you.